What's up, Quarter Pounders? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Wave Potter, and today I'm watching and listening to a new BAND-MAID song from their 2017 album, Just Bring It. And this is a request from Rabbi Rabbs, so thank you so much, Rabbi Rabbs. This is actually kind of off the back of his last request for Rick Rack, because during that I noticed that the guitarist did this really interesting pick scraping technique that was almost like record scratching, like a choppy triplet thing, and I thought that was really cool and fun. It reminded me of Matt Bellamy or Tom Morello. So Rabbi pointed out that in the live version of this song, I guess Miku does that same technique. I'm excited to watch that, but first I'm going to listen to the original studio version so I can wrap my head around the song before I watch them play it live. And real quick, this is a patron request from Rabbi Rabbs. If you'd like your own requests, you can always join my Patreon or go to my website below and make requests there. Just a quick heads up, this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be pausing, but if you just want to watch the original video, go support the original artist's channel. That said, if you're excited to see this, pound that like button, subscribe and ring that buddy bell, and if this is your first time here, I started playing drums when I was 2 years old. I went on to become a multi-instrumentalist and play in many bands, and now I like to make one-man band covers and watch other musicians play music, react, analyze, and break it down.
Break it down!
And this was from 2017. There was still such a complex intro. The guitar sounds nice and thick. Akane's work in there was awesome. I gotta hear that again. Powerful intro. So that must be Miku playing that lead rhythm. That, I mean, like that intro chunky riff. I'm sure I'll see it in the left. I like how Konami held that note into the verse. Oh! I hear it. I hear that pick slide technique in the right ear. Oh wait, maybe Rabbi did say that. I think he did. He said after listening to it, he thinks it's actually Konami doing that. But we'll go to the live video to see. This reminds me actually a song I listened to very recently by them. I think it was that last song I did in the intro. Matt's request. Yes, was that in Don't Be Long? I'm gonna duplicate this real quick. I'm pretty sure they did that same thing in Don't Be Long where there was one guitar doing dee 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 and another guitar sliding. Yeah, that's totally the same thing, kinda. That's cool. It creates an awesome stereo soundscape. But yeah, that's totally a BAND-MAID little signature. That's a really cool little touch of Konami and Miku's character in the composition there. Because it's not something you hear very often. One guitar sliding in one ear and the other guitar doing a rhythmic staccato with their pick in the other ear. Very cool. Love Misa's driving solid bass too. Fun chorus. And I like how the beat is slightly ahead when it comes down. Really cool wah control. Misa! Oh my gosh. Love how Misa and Konami traded off. It was like lead bass and then lead guitar underneath the verse. I gotta hear that verse again. Here we go. Slapping the heck out of that thing. That lick. Nami's licks are insane there. So fast. Of course, Akane keeps changing up the rhythm. That was cool. When the drums stop, Nami keeps going. This looks like a pretty amazing album. Like a post-hardcore drop or breakdown. Dynamic. Goodness. Kane's rhythmic choices are so just intoxicatingly good. Wow, that was cool. That was a lot of fun. I love how they're so good at composing songs to let each member of the band shine with their own personal strengths. That second verse with a slap bass in the first part of the verse and then just absolute shredding. Like she did more shredding during the second verse than she did during the guitar solos, which I think were there 3 in this song? Like including those instrumental breaks where she was doing the wah guitar. Okay. I'm excited to watch this live. Alright, looks like that's the best I'm gonna get for that. I know this is bad quality audio and video, but I still just feel weird about playing stuff off of BAND-MAID Prime. I don't know. I need people's help and feedback in the comments. I guess I wouldn't mind playing little clips off of BAND-MAID Prime when I'm talking about it in, you know, a commentating kind of way. Just short clips because fair use and everything. But just watching an entire performance and streaming it to YouTube, I'm still a little concerned about. I don't want to do anything that would cause any kind of issues between me and BAND-MAID because I love them and I want to have a future relationship with them if that's ever possible musically. You know, I don't want to ruin any possible friendships we may have in the future. I know that's dreaming really big, but I just don't know how they would feel about me playing their content that's behind a paywall as is on YouTube. So please understand the quality, and if you want the full quality video, it is on BAND-MAID Prime, and I highly recommend that if you enjoy BAND-MAID and you're able to, that you go support them. But I'm very open to feedback and thoughts. I just still feel a little weird about it. So this video will do, even though it's really low quality, like you can still hear the different instruments pretty clearly. They're not full frequency range because it's so compressed that, you know, the highs and lows are kind of rolled off and it's just rough quality, but I can still hear Miku clearly, I can hear Konami clearly, so it should be sufficient for, you know, just watching the live performance. Oh, so Konami is playing that intro. Then Miku takes over. Man, Miku sounds chunky in this one. Her guitar tone. see Misa's fingers there? That bass lick is a lot busier than it initially sounded, but that's just the way BAND-MAID is, especially with Misa. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but it is easy for the bass to fly under the radar, especially for me when I'm a drummer and guitarist mainly. That's what really catches my ear. So it's easy to lose or miss out on Misa's brilliance that's sitting underneath the mix, because the drums and guitar, they're more transient, they're more present, they grab your attention more, whereas the bass kind of sits underneath, and unless you're a bassist or you're specifically listening for that, it's easy to be focused on something else and miss how brilliant Misa's work is in the song. And right here you see an example of that with how busy she actually is, even though she can fly under the radar. Right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's why Rabbi noticed Miku and Konami doing it. So Miku's doing just a regular pick slide all the way down the neck, whereas Konami is doing those choppy staccato. So they're both contributing to it, and like I talked about during the studio version, it's a stereo pan kind of thing where they create that interesting effect by both doing something cool that's completely different from each other. One provides like a sonic pad underneath, and the other one provides some kind of rhythm to it. Just a cool sonic texture. Yep. Just one more time. Watch Miku sliding steady. Konami is doing the choppy pick, because guitar strings, they're wound and they have little grooves, tiny little grooves that your pick can slide on. That's why you can only do that on the top 3 strings, because the bottom 3 strings are smooth. And by bottom 3 strings, I mean the higher strings, higher sounding strings, but they're on the bottom of the neck when you're standing up. Anyway, the lower sounding strings are more textured and grooved, so when you slide the pick on them, it sounds more rough and gritty, but you can get that cool slide down, or you can get any kind of sound you want depending on how you use your pick on the string. I'd say one of the most famous instances of that is Crazy Train with the pick slides in the intro, the and just insane delay and distortion. But anyway, really cool. Very cool. And you can hear the pitch of that change as Konami moves around the string, because depending on where you are on the string, there's different tension, which means different pitch. You know, that's why you get different notes depending on where you fret. You shorten, lengthen the length of the string, and it works the same way when you're picking different parts of the string. Wow, Psyche. That was a nice execution of that note. I talked about this, I think, during my live stream, but I want to put it in a video too. I gained a whole new appreciation for the wah pedal this past week. If you saw my video about Yoyoka, you'll know that I did end up playing on stage with her and her family, and I was using a wah pedal for the song we were playing, which I haven't talked about yet, so no spoilers there. But I was having trouble because to turn a wah pedal on, you press it down hard, you press the button, and then to actually do the expressions, you also press it up and down, but you do it lighter so you don't turn it off. And I was struggling with that because it's been so long since I've played live or used a wah pedal, and I kept turning it off in the middle of when I was using it, because pressing it down to get the frequency sweep, I kept hitting the button. So you need to use the perfect amount of pressure, and also to be able to play your riffs well while also moving your foot at the right rhythm, because if you don't move it at the right rhythm, it doesn't sound good. You have to get the perfect sweep under your notes to get them to sound wah-y. So a lot more skill than I previously appreciated goes into using a wah pedal, like Konami does a lot in this song. You know what? I'm gonna just start this whole guitar solo part over. I shouldn't even be talking while Konami is speaking. didn't notice that before, that Akane is accentuating what Misa's doing on the bass, and then it sounds like continues to do that for what Konami comes in to do. That's really cool. Also, Ryan Mir, if you watch this, and if you make those shirts, I'm totally going to buy one. The don't speak or shut up while Konami is speaking or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, it's something I need to remember. That is definitely a highlight of the song for me, that second verse. The power trio just owns that verse. And I mean, Psyche sounds amazing on top of it too, but Akane and Misa in the first part of the verse, and then Akane and Konami in the second part of the verse. Just so fun to listen to and so fascinating to listen to. Psyche just kills it with that note. Oh, Miku's harmony. Man, her tone sounds thick. Love these drums. Whoa, that wasn't in the original, was it? That was wild. Okay, this is 3.5 minutes. The original was 3:18. I don't think that there was that long extended bass solo and guitar solo. Where am I in this video? 2:41. I just gotta double check. Okay. So, that's why Konami had a more extended solo at the end of the trade-offs, because they literally threw a back and forth between the bass and the guitar and the drums, like a musical conversation before the Konami solo. That was wild. I gotta see that again. Go back to like 2 minutes. Misa's tone is so thick. I keep saying that about both Konami and Misa's tone, but that's why they can trade off so well, is they're both so thick and punchy. They both have perfect responses in both the lower, the high, and all the mid frequencies to sound thick but not clash with each other, but still be able to trade spots and for the mix to sound even. Just so good. And I love how Misa kind of missed that last note there, or it was really muted. As amazing and talented as she is, you know, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone misses those notes once in a while. So I love that that's in this. Dang. Okay, so here's the solo. That was so cool. They are both so phenomenally talented. Okay, and now I can't talk over this part either, because Psyche sounds amazing, and Misa, again, is under there up on higher notes on the neck, which still sound beefy and thick. great dynamic. Psyche sounds so good on that high note. And Miku's harmonies sound so nice. The high. Akane's drum pattern here is so punchy. That was phenomenal execution of that song. Live performance. I can't imagine how hard their songs are to play in general. Well, I can imagine because I've learned all parts of it, and that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And you'll probably notice I haven't done one since because it is so much work. Because they all give 100,000% to every song, you know? It's just absolutely wild. And I gotta say, Miku, such great rhythm on her rhythm guitar. Because just like a drummer, when the rhythm guitar is playing so rhythmically, like not just letting chords ring out, but doing a lot of dun 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 rhythm, they have to have a good pocket too. It's just as important as the drummer's pocket. Same with bass or lead guitar. Everything that has a rhythm to it needs to play in the pocket for it to sound good. It is definitely most important for the drummer to be in the pocket because they always have to be locked onto the rhythm. There's leeway with the guitar because you can just let stuff ring out and lock back in. But this song has so much rhythmic patterns going on within the different instruments, and they still sound so tight, so locked in. I definitely did not overlook Miku's absolute proficiency. This is such a rhythmic guitar riff. Because it's not straightforward. It's, I guess you could say, syncopated. It's one. Those last three chords are all on the beat between the beat, even though it starts on one. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Just hear it one more time. So good. Man, I love BAND-MAID. This song was a lot of fun. This video was a lot of fun. I loved the surprise bass guitar duet in the middle of the song right before the guitar solo. Well, that's where I'm going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to pound like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps a lot. Thank you so much to all my patrons for helping to make this video possible, especially you Rabbs for this particular video. Thank you for making this request. If you'd like your own requests, you can always join my Patreon, or you can go to the website below, wavepotter.squarespace.com, and make a request there. But I think that's all I have to say, so thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Just a little more. Just a little more. I don't know if I can take this place.